Alright, Dasby offline review. Just making sure there's no notes. Oliver versus Mundo. Let's get into it. Okay. Board is blue. Looks like he's starting blue. So we're both pathing down. Yeah, I mean, he's just trying to leash you, bro. He's being a good guy. It's very rare nowadays people leash, um, but sometimes people leash. And funny enough, it actually makes sense because Trimir versus Teemo, he can't do anything level 1. Because level 1, if he's in lane, Teemo is invis in the middle of the lane, he'll just start auto-attacking Trimir, right? So he's actually just like, oh, if I have nothing to do, his job is basically to just sit under tower, so he's like, I'd rather just give my Volibear 2 autos and stay under tower, right? So, well, that's so funny. Back in the day, laners used to leash junglers every game, and then laners complained about leashing, so Riot made it harder, like worse to leash, so no one does anymore, but it's actually still good. So that's funny. Anyways, full clear down. Anytime you know you're both full clearing down, your camps are the same, right? This means when you kill your Krugs respawn, his Grump respawns, his Wolves respawn, your Raptors respawn, your Wolves respawn, his Raptors, his Krugs, your Grump, right? Um, so he gank spot here, shouldn't be surprised. Like here, the second you finish your blue, or you're like your 6th camp, you should be danger pinging, caution, caution. Is the jungler's job to track, like the enemy jungle? Laners don't track. Like I played pro, and even my pro challenger teammates have no idea. They ask me, "Where's the jungle? Where's the jungle? Where's Vi? Where's Mundo?" Like they have no idea. They're not thinking about this at all. All they're thinking about is their lane. So here, you should be thinking about this, and you should know he is definitely. If I just finished my 6th camp, he probably just finished his 6th camp, and I know we're both pathing down because I started red buff, he started blue buff, right? So here, when you look Balian, right, and you see that, when you look here for a second, right, and you see half HP Kaisa, obviously pushing, because this is the middle of the lane, so he's obviously way past this lane. Pyke's also past this lane. I see half HP mobile carry, pushing. I'm definitely thinking, oh my god, Mundo can easily gank this guy. So I'm thinking of either spam danger pinging after pushing instead of pushing the crab upwards, I could push the crab downwards and play the counter gank him. I have a ward in 3 seconds. I could walk to tri-bush and gank and ward for my teammates. You know what I mean? Like I feel like there's all option C is also just fuck my ball. I'm gonna do crab into double crab. But at the very least, you should still ping it because if they could avoid getting ganked without you having to help them out, plus you get double crab, you're really happy because Mundo gets nothing and you get something, right? So you shouldn't be surprised Mundo ganks here at all. You should either be pinging this earlier, and then Pyke would probably maybe Pyke would live. It's not guaranteed that they listen, but obviously the chances of them listening are increased. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense. Here you go, unions. I personally don't like unions first. I think it doesn't get it doesn't give you any stats. I'd rather you build. I don't know if are you gonna go. Let me just check. Are you going cosmic or are you going cleaver? Okay, you're going proto. Yeah, I think if you're gonna go proto, you just go with 900 gold. You can buy boots. Well, you have 1025, so let's break it down. You can buy boots, 300, and then you'll have 725 left over. 2025, you could buy amp tone plus you can stay in base for like 10 seconds for a dark seal. That's 750. You could buy ruby crystal plus dark seal. You could buy ruby crystal plus glowing moat. You could buy ruby crystal plus amp tone versus glowing moat. Um, there are things you can buy. I don't like the tier 2 boots. It's not terrible or anything, but I don't think it's. I'd prefer not. I think Volibear is usually a champ that really wants to just permaforce fights, and I want to have combat power for those fights early game. But it's not really small. It's you could say it's preference, so I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it. Bomba. You're queuing late. Nice to kill him anyway. Doesn't matter. Here, so your logic makes sense. I understand what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh, the enemy laner's dead. I want to now pull dragon because it's 4v3, right? I have mid AD carry support. They only have 3 people, jungle AD support because mid's dead. But the thing is, it doesn't actually apply because it's not actually 4v3. It's still 3v3. Because look at Gregor's HP. No HP, no mana. He's dead. Same way Hei's dead. I know he might not look dead because he's alive, but he's actually dead because he'll never actually make it to the dragon fight. The same way Hui will never make it to the dragon fight. So now you ask yourself, do we win dragon 3v3? And then we ask this question. We see both junglers are the exact same HP. One does half, I'm half. Okay, sick. And then we look at bot lane. Their bot lane has prio, full HP, 60%. So it's just a complete coin flip, right? There's no anytime you pull an objective, it should be based off an advantage. It means HP advantage, number advantage, level advantage, item advantage, right? Right now there is no clear advantage. You don't have a mid advantage, You don't have a jungle advantage. You're both same HP, same items, basically. You know, Giant's about 900 gold. Ionian's 900 gold. If anything, he's actually stronger because he has. This is a combat item. This is not a combat item. I guess you could say the CDR gives more spells up, but it's not as good of a combat item, right? Than raw stats is. And then bot is the same. Full HP Pike, full HP Thresh. You can say your AD carry has a slight HP advantage, but this is not. This HP advantage is not big enough to pull a dragon because you're gonna lose that much HP hitting the dragon, right? So I think normally makes sense, but you don't recognize that mid's too low, so that you can never pull this. And then you're going for a gank, but this gank makes no sense because again he's just matching you. You're pathing bot, he's pathing bot. You ganked mid, he ganked mid. You're gonna go be gank bot now, he's gonna be bot now too. Like you guys have the exact same camps up. You guys are pathing the exact same way. He also sees you on vision, right? Like he sees you on this ward and he sees you on this thing. So he sees you walking towards bot lane. So if he sees you, he's gonna be like, okay, volley gank spot, I'm gonna counter gank him. Why would I let Volibear gank for free? So you shouldn't be like Pikachu surprise face. What the fuck, Mundo's here? No, he saw you on vision running here, so why would he not come, right? Help his teammates. Looks like Thresh barely. I mean, this is close. This was just what I mean by earlier. Like, maybe you win this fight, maybe you don't win this fight. I don't know. But the point is, this fight is a 50-50. Because going into this fight, you guys are all the same, right? Kai'Sa full HP, MF basically full HP. Thresh full HP, Pyke's missing a little bit. You're half HP, you're 60% now, Mundo's 50%. Like all your HPs are identical, all your items are basically identical. Why would we take a 3-3 with basically, it's a coin flip. When you have same HP, same item, it's just a flip. When you do plays in league, you don't want it to be 50% chance. You don't want it to be flip. You want it to be 60% chance, 70% chance. Again, based off level advantage, item advantage, number advantage, blah blah blah. This is just a coin flip. If Pyke plays better mechanically, you win. If Thresh plays better mechanically, you lose, right? If Thresh cancels Pyke E with his E, then Pyke dies and Thresh lives. It's just a coin flip. That's the point. Ends up being 1-4-0. You barely won it, but obviously you're 1 HP. Volibear's Kai'Sa's 1 HP, and now Mundo, if he's good, Mundo just solos Dragon because you're too low to stop him. Kai'Sa's too low to stop him. And then I ask you, what's worth more, first Dragon or a kill on Thresh? Right? The answer is obviously first Dragon. So I think you're just going for too many coin flip stuff. Oh, that's okay. I say too many, but that point is that one is coin flip. Wanting to pull Dragon's coin flip, right? I think it's way better if you just instead of doing all this mess, you got this mid kill, awesome, and then we just base in this bush right now, boom base, and just run to the scuttle, right? You can get level 6 off scuttle. With level 6, then you can gank top, or you can gank mid, or you can just full clear down for the dragon. You know what I mean? Like, you have options. If this guy does dragon, if you're like, oh, if I base here and he does dragon, well, you're gonna get this entire top side. You're gonna do this, and 4 camps for first dragon is worth. That's because these 4 camps is not. It's not 4 camps. It's actually 7 camps because you're taking these 3 camps aren't 3, it's 6 because you're taking 3 camps away from him, right? So 6 camps plus the scuttle, so 7 camps. 7 camps is like a level and a half, and with that level and a half, you're gonna guarantee win the next dragon fight, and you're gonna guarantee win the grub fight because you're gonna have such a big golden XP lead, right? That's how you should view it. But anyways, back to the game. Full clearing. He got dragon, so you're gonna want to get this grubs. So you're playing for grubs. As you're walking to grubs, you see mids fighting, so you come kill mid. Perfect. Pull grubs, perfect. Get all the grubs. Base, get item. Actually, I mean, basically it's not bad here, but when you're this close to item, I would just go to my bot side because these 3 camps gives you item. It's not bad to base, so I'm not saying what you did here is wrong. I'm just saying anytime I'm like 300-ish gold from item, I really want to just base on the item. Especially when it's like such a Proto completely changes your champion because it gives you the ability to Q Proto after someone and basically guarantee catch up to them, right? I think you should Q right earlier. I noticed it earlier in the game too. Like I think if I'm you, I'm just Q right now. Right? Look how close he is. Just Q right now for the movement speed. I think you're queuing really late consistently. Because why would you want the fight to happen here instead of the fight happening here? I'd rather the fight happen here when they're farther from the tower, right? Here they're so close to the tower. Like Pyke was forced to flash in because he didn't think you're gonna catch up to him, right? But I think if you went in earlier, Pyke went out to flash, and now I wouldn't be surprised if Pyke dies in the next 3 minutes because he has no flash. You know what I mean? Okay, good dive. You're just using Volibear ult. Looks good. Yeah, good job. Well played. Base now for a Proto. Play for this dragon that's spawning. I think you're looking mid too many times. Like when you decide what lane to gank, right? Because you want to do dragon, and you're thinking, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh, I don't want to just pull dragon. I want to get a pick and then pull dragon. Either kill mid, then pull dragon. Kill bot, then pull dragon, right? It makes complete sense. I agree. But then, like, I don't know. You look at your lanes. Which one has a higher chance of like? I think bot lane has been permafighting this game, right? Pyke has really good setup with his Q and his E, right? Uh, and then also compare to mobile champs. MF and Hui are both in mobile, yes, but Hui has like she has more fears and slows than MF has, right? Hui can also farm creeps from farther away, right? MF has to actually walk up to auto attack them. So I think when you compare that, like the stuff like that, bot lane's been fighting more often. Hui is a safer champion. Pyke has more setup than Gragas does. I mean, Gragas has a good setup with E and ult, but Gragas has to use his ult to set up or has flash. Pyke can just E forward and Q. Gragas has to E flash or Gragas has to E ult, right? So Gragas has to use more to get a gank going, right? You know what I mean? So I'd much rather like be in Tribush right now, and then Thresh walks up, he gets hit by Pyke Q, and into Volibear Q, boom, he's just dead. You know? I mean, it basically ends up happening. But I think this Thresh is a way easier target than whoever is. And I don't honestly, if you're walking by here like I wanted, you know, um, then you'd see this guy soloing dragon. And if you see this guy soloing dragon, it's a constellation. Like this guy's just dead. But ironically, the fact that this guy's able to solo dragon when you have winning jungle, winning bot lane is like disturbing, you know. And normally, and also, let me go backwards a bit. Normally, when the game's even, so scores 0-0 or 10-10 or you're 2-0 and the enemy jungle is also 2-0. When the game is even, that's when you need to get a pick before dragon. Because again, every time we do a play, I said earlier, you need to get a clear advantage before forcing a play. So when the game's even, that's when you need to get a pick before starting the dragon, because the pick gives you the advantage. In this game, the fact that you're 2-0-3 and your bot's winning, that's your advantage. You don't need a pick anymore to start dragon. Right now, if you want to do Gromp and just pull dragon instantly, you could. Because again, we only pull fights based off our advantage. We have an item advantage right now. We have a level advantage right now. We have that advantage that we needed. We don't need to get a pick to get an advantage when you already have an advantage. Does that make sense? So I think normally you can just start dragon here normally in this game state, and then obviously if you walked into dragon and you saw Mundo, then you would just kill him on dragon or steal it, and then life is good. But here you show up as the dragon's dead, and life's fucking we're depressed. Cause look at it, you see me? Look, you're level 9. He's level 8. You have a clear level advantage. If you press tab here and look at items, I guarantee you have an item advantage too. Yeah, look, he has Warmogs. He has one item. You have one item plus tier 2 boots plus some components. You're up over 1,000 gold on this guy in stats and one level, right? So that's your advantage. You could just pull dragon off that. So I think this guy getting dragon is really really sad. Should never happen. Dive top, really good dive. I mean, like, kill him. Run this guy down. I like how long you're holding your ult. Really good ult patience. Okay, base. Play for this. Now clear up towards Herald. Perfect. Hopefully he doesn't sneak it. He doesn't. Perfect. Play for Herald. No, this is really good. I'm really happy with how you're. I know your bottom lane's dying, but I think this is fine. You're getting an objective off it, and they always had the potential to give. I also think that again, pinging is OP. I think this entire time you're spam pinging on the way to follow. This is good. Now if I was you, I'd also danger, caution, because anytime you force a top play, you should assume that enemy team's gonna force a bot play, right? Vice versa. That's like the rule of jungle is just perma trading the map. I really like how patient you are with your ult. I really, really like it. It's really good habit. This is probably the best habit you have is how long you hold your ult. A lot of players love wasting their spells. Pull dragon right away. This guy almost stole it, but only thing here is just save your E for this instead of Eing it here. Like, instead of Eing it at 4K, just auto W, auto W, and then when it gets to 2K, then you'll E smite it. You always want to save unless it's like 100% guaranteed and like Mundo's dead, you always want to save your best ability to smite off. But anyways, that's a good pull. You start chasing this guy, you see Thresh shows up, and help ways here, and then you run away because it's 3v1 obviously. Didn't have to ult. I think either just proto or just ult. You don't have to use both because like before you ulted here, like you're completely out, right? And these guys, and you also have Q in 1 second. He'll just Q, and if they keep chasing, then you can ult. But by then, if they're already here, your teammates can come and show up, and you guys can fight here. I think you're too scared here. I don't think you realize how strong you are. 6-0 up 2 levels. It's 3v3, right? Think about it. Mundo Thresh Hui versus Trinamir Kaisa. there's no way you lose a 3v3 with how strong you are. Two levels. You also have Visage. All their damage, most of their damage here is Sway, but you have Visage, so she doesn't actually do damage to you. You have really strong MR item, right? So I think you're a little overly scared. I don't think you realize you're 6-0. You are like insanely fed. If I'm you, I want to force fights right now. I don't want to just AFK full clear. Right now, if you look at the bad map awareness, look at the mini map. Right now, if you can tell, yeah, I mean, you just saw it. Thresh flash queuing Kaisa. Why are you running to Raptors? Fight with your fucking Kaisa. Kill Thresh. Go kill Mundo. Why are you AFK fighting? Like your team's just dying. When you have a lead, it's your job to use your lead to help your like win the game, help your teammates, push the envelope. There is no way you look at these items. I'll pause when you press tab here. There's no way you're telling me you see 2.5 items level 12 volley to 1 item and 1 component of Mundo and think, yeah, I can't 1v1 that guy, right? And then who are you scared of? Thornmail Thresh? Again, this guy's an item and a half, but you have a full MR item. You're same level as a soul laner. You have flash up, so worst case scenario, if the fight's looking bad, then you could always just flash away, no problem. Kai'Sa's not weak, the Trimir's not weak. He's 2 items as well. You guys are the only two people in the entire game with 2 items. No one else. 1 item and a half, 1 item and a half, 1 item and a half, 1 item and a half. You and Shamir are both 2 full items, and this fight is literally you and him. I'm pretty sure you and Shamir can 2v3 Hui Thresh easily, and that's not even with Kaisa involved. Kaisa would be there too. I think so. I think you're way too scared. I don't think you realize how strong you are. When you're strong, it's your job to use your strength, right? Now you want to fight when now Gragas is dead, Pyke's dead, fucking now you want to fight, Now your ult's down. If you wanted to fight, you should have fought earlier. And now before, there's only 3 of them. Now you want to fight when there's 4 of them. It makes no sense, right? Okay, Pelotacon looks good. Good job. Okay, bot tower. Probably leave soon. Don't think we're going to be breaking inhib anytime soon. And you're really close to item. If I'm you, I have 6 items up. I mean, 6 camps up. I think we get this bot tower and just boom. Danger, danger, danger. And you're going to go red, blue, boom. You can literally full clear and based on full Navori. And you're going to be level 15 with 3 items Navori for the dragon fight. I think if you're level 15 with 3 items, this dragon fight is unlosable. But if you die here, or get your flash burn, or someone else die, or blah blah blah, it creates a whole mess. And boom, now we get our flash and ult burn, and now guess what? Now you have no flash for this dragon fight. And like, what are we even fighting for here? What's the objective? We already got bot tower. We already got there's no Otacon. You could get these camps on your way out. It's not like you're fighting for the camps here. You know what I mean? You could have been doing these camps the entire time. It's not like you want to break inhib. That's crazy to say at 20-minute mark, right? So I think this is really random fighting. You should realize how close. How much is Novori? Let's go check. Novori is 1600, 1450. Yes, bro. At this point, you're 2 camps off Novori. You can literally just do Krugs, red, base for Novori, and then full clear down for Dragon like this, boom, and then play for Dragon. I think when you realize you're this close item, you have to just play for item and play for the objective. There is no objective to play for here. And you're just getting a flash burn. Now I can't wait to watch this dragon fight and see if us having flash will make a difference for this fight. Let's watch it. Maybe it doesn't if your team just gets picked, so I guess you get dragon for free, but that's not something you can predict. Okay. What the fuck is this bug? Oh, yeah. What the fuck? I've never seen this bug before. The dragon is just 1 HP. That's so weird. I've never seen. This is like a what the fuck is this bug? That's really weird. Anyway, works out. Nice. If I'm you, what's the next objective? It's Baron. So I'm you, I just want to Baron right away. Maybe not on spawn, but like playing to pull this Baron pretty soon. Well, here, imagine we had flash up because you didn't waste it. Boom, flash on this guy, one shot him, kill this guy instantly. Instant spamming Baron 45. Kill this guy. Boom, Baron 45. Yeah, imagine we had flash for this fight. So yeah, okay, Thresh dies. Ping Baron, ping Baron, ping Baron, ping Baron. Even if it's a support, doesn't matter. 45. There's nothing more OP in League of Legends than the number advantage. Even if it's a support kill, you have a number advantage. That's all that matters. And this shit matters, because, like, I'm not saying Pyke's going to listen to you no matter what, but if you spam ping Baron this entire time, the second Thresh dies from right now, Baron, Baron, pinging, typing, Baron, Baron, do you think Pyke's, what are the chances of Pyke is fucking doing whatever the fuck he just did? Eating under tower, flowing for a flank, He might still go for it, but the chance is low. And also, he killed him, so it's actually worth. Support for a top laner, who's worth more? So boom, Baron, 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 right? There's 2 dead. Someone on the team has to go bot to answer Trinimir. They're gonna have 3 people. They're gonna have 3 people at not the Baron. You guys, there's gonna be 2. You're gonna be 2v3. There's gonna be 3 of you. You, Gragas, Kaisa, versus only 2 of them. Because someone has to go bot, or Trimir's gonna end. So boom, 3. You have a 3v2 at Baron. So I think you should be pulling this Baron time. I do not give a fuck about this mid tower. We should be doing Baron. And if Streamer walks up, doesn't want to go for Inhib, then also, to be honest, no one could match Streamer 1v1. I think they have to send two people for Streamer. So if Streamer stays bot, we have a 3v1 at Baron, you know? And if Streamer decides to come up, then boom, still right now you have a 4v3. There's four of you and only three of them. So I think League's all up in late game. Anytime you have a number advantage, now you realize now it's too late. Thresh has respawned. So we went from a 3v4 to now it's a 4v4, you know? Like you just realize way too late. But now you pull, yeah, your advantage is gone. There is no advantage here. And again, we only want to pull stuff based off advantages. Pike dies, not your fault. I think you're playing like a pussy though. Like Thresh should die. Thresh should die here. When he gets ulted away, look at this. You can't see because your camera control's bad, but Thresh is by himself now because these guys got. So you can just Q here, Protobelt, kill this guy. I don't think you realize how tanky you are. You can't die. You have 3,000 HP. You can ult over the wall. You can flash over the wall. You can blast plant. Like worst case scenario, if they try to go on you while you walk this way, you have three different ways to go over the wall and escape. You'll never die, right? You're also like super tanky. So I think you just Q, Protobelt, kill this guy, and then boom, pull Baron 45 again once again, right? I don't know what you're clicking. You're clicking backwards like you're scared. What the fuck are you scared of? It. Dragon just ulted them all away, you know? Or like this Teemo. This Teemo wants to walk up. You see everyone. You see all four enemies to the left here. You know, one, two, three, and then the fourth one somewhere there. So then this Teemo walks up to you like this. He's by himself. Why not just fucking insta Q ult this guy right now? Boom. That's what you guys are 2v1 right now. You and Gragas versus Teemo. How is this guy walking up to you? How is this legal, right? I think you're just playing way too safe. Like consistently. Like you are 6-0, my friend. You're up 2 levels the entire game. And like now you want to go in, but now Pike's dead. Now it's 4v5. Why would you want to go now when you're down numbers? It makes no sense, right? Like it's completely ass backwards. And now you die, and now they get Baron, I assume. Now the game gets completely flipped on its fucking head. In mid late game, it's whoever gets Baron or Soul wins. You know, Soul's too far, so we're playing for Baron. Whoever gets, how do you get Baron? Get a pick and start with number advantage. And yeah, then you had opportunities to get pick on Teemo earlier, and then when your team got a pick for you, then you just pull Baron, but you're slow on calling it, and then you want to pull it once the entire enemy team has respawned. And now, yeah, the enemy team has just got they're just more scaled. They've got Baron, you got the 3 items. Let's watch this fight. Oh, no, I think you're too scared. Like here, your entire team's fighting to the death. Go in, go in, go in. Q, Q, Q right away. Like right now. Q, 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 Q. Q, 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 Q. But you're turning backwards. Where are you running to? You just click back. Who are you scared of, bro? The half HP Teemo MF, the two mobile carries with no dashes, no anything. Look at this click. Why is our mouse behind us? You know? Yeah. So it need to be way more confidence. Running in, fighting. Like your team's fighting to the death here. Where the fuck are you going? Looping to Disneyland? Look at your team fucking Pike's ulting and Kai'Sa's getting chased by Mundo. Fucking, I don't know. I think you're just a KD player. You need to. I'm gonna give you the fucking treatment. I'm the doctor prescribing. You need to play your next 50 games playing like a psychopath, perma fighting, running in, and you're actually I promise you you're going to lose LP doing this. You're going to D rank, right? But then by doing this, you're going to learn your limits. You're going to learn what fights are winning, what fights are losing, who can I fight, who can I not fight. And in the long run, you're going to climb because you're gonna realize you're gonna be just way more confident. You know what I mean? So that's what I recommend for you to do is just play like a psychopath. And you're gonna learn what fights do I win, what fights do I not lose, what do I lose, and that's going to make you win more games in the long run. But yeah, at this point I think it's just when the enemy team scales, these team fights are just you don't really have much control. Not everyone's just it's just a fist fight. Whoever plays team fights better wins. Your team, their team, you just have no control. Jungler's job is to snowball the game, the early game, which I think you did a good job of that. But then you have to use your lead in the mid game to get objectives and to win fights, and I think that's where you failed. I'll just skip to like the last team fight because again, this is pointless to watch. All the time all the like agents that we had is gone. Let's watch the team fight. Okay, we pull. Oh, wait, this looks good. We got 2 picks randomly. I didn't watch. What the fuck happened? Okay, your teammates got 2 picks. Awesome. We pull Baron because it's 4-3-5. Makes complete sense. Okay, Mundo runs in. We play the turn. Q. W. Q. Q. Let me see. You also don't do much damage to Mundo. So here, if you want to just leave your team. Let me watch this one more time. Let me go back. I want to watch this objectively. You have two options how to play this fight. Option A is let your team 4v1 them, Tryndamere, Kaisa, all these guys, they'll 4v1 them. And here just Q alt the MF or Q alt the Hui and just kill one of these backliners, right? Option A. Option B is what you're doing is peeling. Then when you're peeling this guy, you still need like I think ult right now for the slow, right? And then when you ult on him, then you're also gonna when you get Q comes up, you're gonna instantly Q on top of him. You don't have to chase after him because you're gonna be already on him from your ult, right? But here you don't ult on him instantly, and now you're forced to chase after him, and your Q's up, and you should be instant queuing, but you're not queuing it right away, and now you're kind of forced. You're like over chasing now into Hui, so damn, this was unfortunate for sure. But now they get Baron Ice, now the game's over, right? Oh no, you guys we pulled Baron again. Okay, let's see what the fuck happens. Okay, look at the smite. Ulting away makes sense because I mean, does it? No, it does not make any sense. Again, this is a perfect example. Again, you're just a fucking pussy. Look at this. So Pyke is getting chased by Teemo, right? So what does that mean? That means this is a 4v4. So, right? Trymmir's on. You can say it's a 43, but Trymmir's kind of near. But no, it's 44. Now it's 3v3, right? Teemo's here, Pyke's here. Thresh is here, Trymmir's here. So now this is a 3v3. It's Hui, Misfortune, Mundo versus Volley, Kaisa thing. So it's jungle 80 mid versus jungle 80 mid. It's actually a completely even 3v3. And then Trymmir's on his way too. So then it's going to be 44. Now I ask you, who's more important? Missing your support or missing their top laner? Obviously, missing top laner is more important. So this is a winning 3v3, winning 44. Boom, get the smite, boom. Q, run in, ult this way, Perturbal in their face, or Q this Mundo and start, peeling him and apply Thornmail and blah, 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 right? Your instinct, let me ult out and let my entire fucking team die, you know? You're instinctively not never wanting to fight. Like, who cares if you get Baron if your entire team dies? And then yeah, they're just gonna end the game because your entire team's dead. Baron doesn't matter. So I think you need to fight way more. You're just way too scared constantly. And now the game's over. I don't know. Hopefully this is helpful. If you have any questions, message me on Discord on right here, Chat Jungle on the Jungle Kingdom right here on the right, Chat Jungle. I just think that you need to work on in the mid game getting picks more and then just playing to instant pull objectives off a number advantage and then playing way more aggressive is definitely the common theme in the game. I think your early game was good. I also think you need as a volleyball mechanic. I think you need a Q way faster as well. You're holding your Q way too long. So yeah, if you have any questions, message me on Discord. Goodbye.